Hi everyone, it's Raleigh. Welcome. Today I'm going to be doing some setup plan with me in my Hobonichi Weeks and Cousin. First up is the Weeks, and I did get an order in from Coffee Monster Co. So I have a few more nice stickers to look at. So the Weeks is kind of identical style and format as a traveler's notebook that I used last year for kind of my calendar, but that was the only thing I used, whereas now I have the Cousin as well. So I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm starting to work out how I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this more as a place to put notes in the moment. So I'm going to put a kind of note section up top and then probably a next week section. And it'll just be a place where I can kind of in the moment grab it and make notes and not be as maybe careful or tidy as I would be in the Cousin. And the other thing I think I'm going to use it for is for tracking spending. So I actually use kind of a spreadsheet. I just set it up today actually for the year for 2023, but I do want to be more diligent about tracking my spending and just being more conscious of my spending. So part of what I'll use this for is especially on the kind of left-hand side, is when I do go out and spend, I'll just put a little notation in there, and that will just remind me to go and enter it into the spreadsheet. That's the plan anyway. And then I'll put kind of, if I'm trying to work out when something might be or something's a little tentative, I'll include it in here as opposed to in the Cousin, and then I'll just kind of refer to it when I'm setting up my Cousin. So yeah, this one is going to look kind of pretty minimal. Again, I think as I get a better idea of how I'm using it, I'll maybe add a little bit more to it, but for now it'll just be the notes up top and then a next week section in the bottom, again, just so if ideas come to me, I can have a quick place to jot them down. So I'll get this down as well. I really like the pink in this kit. Normally I tend more towards like yellows or greens or browns, or even blues, but I do like the pink in this one, so I think it could be nice to have a little bit of cheer. It's been pretty dreary around here lately, a little bit gray, so it'll be nice to have something a little more cheerful. And I am going to put down, I do have the bigger waist pickup next week, so I'll put that down, but I think that'll probably all that I'll put in here. I'm going to try and think about, something I can do a bit more of a setup for recording if I do spend money, so I'll think about that and maybe incorporate that next week. But it's been interesting just trying to figure out how to use all the different pieces. So that's the Weeks. And now on to the Cousin, which I'm still really enjoying using. And I find it very helpful just for kind of having a sense of what you want to get done, but also kind of pointing towards, what else I want to do as well. So it's going to be a pretty similar setup to what I used this week. A few little adjustments. Last week on the kind of main left-hand side, I put a little bit more detail. Like I put my actual morning routine, which is something I'm trying to work on, and a few more details. I think I'm going to, first I think I'm going to put one of these on because they're so pretty. I think I'm going to go with, I think this one here because it's kind of cozy, and then the pink is a little more cheerful. But yeah, so for the left-hand side, I think I'm just going to put a this week with the main things I want to get done this week. And then I am also going to put, I think, a couple of the trackers again. I'm still really liking having, for example, the little coffee one where I have kind of 3 little dots just to remind me, trying to cut down to 3 or fewer cups of coffee a day. And just having it there, it's more just of a mental sort of check so that I don't kind of mindlessly keep drinking coffee through the day. And similarly, I was using it for this week. I had one for home and one for shop because I'm trying to shop 2 to 3 times a week. And then also home is one of the areas I'm focusing on this year as well, so I want to try to once or twice a week do something project around my home. And I have another little notebook with the different things that I might want to do. So I just put the this week there, and then I think I'll go ahead and I think I'll put the little coffee trackers down as well. Let's see, I think I've got them, and these are ones that I just made myself. All right, so I got all the coffees down, and I think this week I'm gonna use, I made little stickers that said home and shop with kind of 3 little dots, but I think I'm gonna use these instead. And then I'll just write it kind of on top. And yeah, it's helpful. A lot of these things really are just, it's more just being aware of things, a little more conscious of what you're doing, because I tend to sort of drift. And so yeah, I'm finding that helpful. So I'll get those 2 down. And I think I'm also going to, I had marked kind of work in, which, I mean, I work from home and I work pretty much the same hours, but I do think I will still, I think I will go ahead and put that up there anyway. Then I figure on days when I don't have to work, it'll be good not to see it there. So let me just, maybe I'll grab a highlighter to do that. Last time I put it in the middle. I think this time I'm gonna go more along the top for that. So let me just see here. Oh, Ren, you're helping again. Okay. All right, let me just get these in. And then, yeah, through the week, I also add in, I have little prompts for myself for things that kind of I hope to do and want to do, but then also if I do something, I put it in here as well. I have also been using the daily page as kind of a journal about what's happened that day, which I really like as well. And I'm also going to put the line down here just to separate out the weekend. I really do like that this starts on a Monday. It's sort of how my brain works anyway, but I did find that having a line down just kind of helps. And then also I can use some of the space for the weekends just to put other maybe bigger boxes as well. Okay, and I had inadvertently stopped filming. Ren had crawled up and I went to reach for her and I think I must have hit the button, but I will show you. I just added a few more things. So I put my home stickers there, or my home and shop stickers. I also replaced the work where I'd written with the highlighter with labels because I didn't like the kind of blue on there. And then a couple more boxes, one for the shop at the end of the week, the weekend banner, and a box for Sunday, which I think will be good just for catching up on all the other stuff I wanted to kind of didn't get done through the week that I want to get done on the weekend. So that's how it's looking, and hello. All right, and also just a quick peek at the wellness planner. I'm still waiting for a sticker order from Rebel Ink Co. Those are the stickers I'm going to use, but this is what it looked like for this week, and here's kind of my setup for next week, where I'm just tracking basic things, but I think it's working, and I'll give you a closer look when I do a full setup next time. So thank you for watching. I hope you like this video, and hopefully you'll see you soon. Bye.